Wall Street will often tell you that the summer action in the stock market is boring and you might as well just stay on vacation. That's not been the case this week. Started off with Google earnings, which were very good, and the stock that was not very overbought when it started off the week had a real nice move to the upside. Then there was Facebook. It closed at a new all-time high, 217.5 on Wednesday, then reported its earnings and the market was shocked. It traded as low as 150 in after-hour session. As I've been pointing out for a couple of weeks, option traders were way too bullish on this stock, as well as Netflix a couple of weeks ago, and they bid option prices to unrealistically high levels. That indicated that the market was very vulnerable, and that's one of the things we try to do in the Viper ETF and Hot Stocks report. Let's look at the action in Facebook. This last bar shows this week's action so far. You can see the high at 217.50 was within a couple of points of the weekly Stark bands. These bands are unique in technical analysis. I'm one of the few people that use them. They're developed by an old friend, Manny Stoller. They identify high and low risk buy and sell areas. When prices are near the upper band, it's a high risk time to buy. Conversely, such as was the case this spring after the scandal hit Facebook about how they were using their data, we dropped down to the lower Stark bands. This was a low risk area to buy, a high risk area to sell, because you don't want to sell in the lows. That's started a big run to the upside. As I mentioned earlier, it's already gotten back to the 150 level in overnight trading, currently trading about 177. There was a similar example in Netflix. Once again, the Stark bands this spring, as they reported earnings, its stock surged, traded above the weekly Stark bands for 2 consecutive weeks, then saw a 70-point drop in the stock. Prior to the last earnings report, you can see we got very close to the weekly Stark bands, both on the week ending June 15th and the following week ending June 22nd. This was a high-risk area to buy, and when you looked at how high the option prices were, you knew you should not be buying, you should be selling. If you're interested in subscribing to the Viper ETF report, if you go to viperreport.com, select the ETF report, and it'll take you through the information on the report, and then take you down to the subscribe button. That'll take you to PayPal so you can start your subscription. Once you've paid, you'll be automatically added to the email list. That way you'll get the next valuable report. If you're more interested in stocks, click the Viper Hot Stocks report. You'll get some information on the service. Remember, you get 2 reports a week, detailed technical information, advanced decline analysis, as well as specific recommendations in both services. In these tricky markets, I hope you'll give one of my services a try, as I think you'll find the advice and the instructions very beneficial. Well, that's all I have for today. Amazon earnings after the close today, so it could be interesting, as well as we get the GDP report and sentiment data on Friday. I'll be looking at all that data over the weekend and looking to make some new recommendations. I'll try to put out an email on Sunday night. Hope you'd enjoy this.